Hello, my name is Derek Afasi. I'm the owner of Afasi Financial Group based out of here in Tampa, Florida. Today's video is going to talk about the safety of CDs with high guarantees, different vehicles, different alternatives out there because people are so upset with their low CD rates of return. What is a CD? A CD is a certificate of deposit that's from a bank. So what you do is a bank says, give us X amount of money, and we're going to guarantee you for however long the duration of time. Obviously, the longer the amount of time that they hold your money, the higher the guarantee of interest it will accumulate. That is backed upon the bank itself. Now, if the bank goes under, it's backed by something called the FDIC. You have to be very mindful when dealing with banks and FDIC, what's insured, what's not insured. In regards to a CD, like I said, you're putting X amount of money away. So let's just say you gave them $100,000 and these different CDs you could do. It could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could go up to 7 years, whatever it is. I was in Chase Bank the other day, and I looked at a sign, and it said 7-year CDs, 1.2%. So I was completely baffled, and I was basically laughing because of the fact that inflation, rule of thumb is inflation increases by 3% every year. So you're telling me that I'm going to gain 1.2% of my money for giving it to the bank for 7 years. I'm basically taking all the risk. So ultimately, CDs it's just a safe haven. It's going to give you a little bit more than a savings account, but not much. And right now, because the economy is in their rut, that's kind of why CD rates are so low. So we have non-interest bearing accounts, deals directly with checking accounts, something that's not going to gain any interest. A CD has to do with interest bearing accounts. So take a look at exactly what your bank constitutes. Right now, non-interest bearing accounts, it covers $250,000. That means if the bank was to go under, $250,000, if you were to have $250,000 into your checking account and the bank went under, the federal government will basically pay that to you. Make sure that it's guaranteed to you. Interest-bearing accounts, this is currently only $100,000. And look it up, look at your bank's website, look at the FDIC, look at the different guidelines. And it's going to increase, it's going to decrease depending upon the economy, how everything's basically working out currently. So what happens is a lot of clients come up to me and they said, listen, I want to have the guarantees of CDs, kind of that federal government backing, but with a decent rate of return. Not something where inflation is going to whoop my butt every time. So there's different alternatives out there. And once again, I always stress, it depends upon your situation. But there's certain savings vehicles out there that's equivalent to CDs that your money gains about 6 to 8% of guarantees. You could go and you could have it where it's 100% conservative. You're just putting in fixed accounts, and we're going to guarantee you that it's going to be 6 to 8%. Now, it all depends upon your situation, how old you are, what type of risk tolerance, different things like that. But this is ultimately, it's backed by the company. And because it's not a bank, only banks could have FDIC insured. So different things such as insurance companies, it doesn't constitute being a bank. So it's not FDIC insured. So anytime you have these gurus that basically come in, they say, oh well, I only want things that are FDIC insured, FDIC insured, FDIC insured. An insurance company can't have FDIC insured because it's a different type of entity. So this is ultimately, it's backed by the company. They have to have X amount in reserves, about 9 times more in reserves than an actual bank does, because the bank relies on the FDIC. And then what's in reserves, if that company goes out of business, you have to have about 10 to 14 reinsurers to back them up. So you make sure that you spread out your risk as thin as possible. And ultimately, this all depends upon your situation. This is just some generalized information. So I can't really get too much into the specifics, But there are different alternatives out there. Currently, in today's market, it's about 6 to 8%. Once the economy gets a little bit better, it's probably going to go into double-digit figures. But it all depends upon everything. I don't have a crystal ball, and we can't really determine that. But give us a call. We'll try to help you out. We want to make sure that you are locked up. That guarantees. We want to have peace of mind. Whenever we try to help you out, whenever we try to set up our clients, we don't bet that we're going to go and make you unbelievable amounts of return. We're just betting that we're not going to be wrong. So once again, give us a call. Toll-free number. You can contact us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week via email. Someone will contact you back. You could even set up video conferences if that's more of your preference. But we designate a plan. We mold a plan to your situation. Once again, my name is Derek Afasi, and I thank you for watching this video.